Hey everyone, welcome back to Tactical Prepper, the channel where we dive deep into real-world survival strategies to help you stay ready for anything. If you're serious about prepping for the long term, today's video is for you. We're going to explore some old-school survival techniques used by the Amish that are just as relevant today as they were 100 years ago, especially when it comes to sustainable living, food storage, and self-sufficiency. These are the skills that have allowed them to not just survive, but thrive, completely off-grid for centuries. These are the techniques that could save your life when disaster strikes. So, strap yourselves in, get ready to learn, and let's get to it. But before we jump in, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss a tip to help you get more prepared. The Amish know that survival starts with putting food on the table. They do it all without fancy tractors or electric gadgets. Understanding the land and working with nature, not against it. Manual tools and horses for plowing, tilling, and harvesting. Imagine you're back on the frontier. No engines, just the quiet strength of animals. In fuel shortages, you don't want to depend on tractors. Learn to use a plow, sow seeds, and harvest manually. The Amish master crop rotation, pest control, and soil conservation. Skills passed down through generations, valuable today. Embrace the timeless wisdom of Amish farming. So you've managed to grow your crops the Amish way, but the challenge isn't over yet. Now you need to make sure your harvest lasts. The Amish are masters at preserving food through canning, drying, smoking, and storing it. These techniques have kept generations fed through harsh winters and lean times. Imagine this. The supermarket shelves are empty, and your freezer is nothing but a sad, lukewarm box. They've perfected the art of drying fruits and vegetables, salting meats, making jams and preserves. And let's not forget about their legendary root cellars. Canning is another essential skill, locking in the freshness for months, even years to come. Whether you're dealing with a natural disaster or planning for long-term survival, you need to know how to preserve food without refrigeration. So take a page from the Amish Book of Prepping and learn these invaluable skills. Water. It's the essence of life, and in a survival scenario, finding it, collecting it, and making sure it's safe to drink can mean the difference between living and dying. The Amish often collect rainwater and use hand pumps to access well water, and they've got some simple, effective ways to purify it too. Let's start with rainwater harvesting. The Amish are experts at collecting rainwater from their roofs and channeling it into barrels for later use. With a few modifications, you can do the same in your own home. Then there's the art of well digging. In many Amish communities, hand-dug wells are a way of life. They use simple techniques like boiling, using charcoal filters, and even creating solar water disinfection systems to make their water safe for drinking. By adopting some of these Amish methods, you'll be one step closer to ensuring your survival when it matters most. Imagine a world without electricity. No lights, no internet, no refrigerator humming in the background. Sounds daunting, right? Well, for the Amish, it's a way of life, and it's a lesson in self-sufficiency we can all learn from. The Amish use wood stoves for heating and cooking, and in some communities they even use solar power for basic tasks. This off-grid lifestyle is something preppers should definitely learn from. First off, let's talk about the mighty wood stove. It's the heart of the Amish home, providing warmth in the winter, fuel for cooking, and even hot water. Knowing how to chop wood, build a fire, and regulate the temperature of a wood stove are essential skills in any prepper's arsenal. Many communities are turning to solar power for their energy needs. By embracing these methods, you're taking control of your own energy destiny. In the Amish world, animals aren't just pets, they're partners in survival. They provide food, clothing, and even transportation, making them an integral part of the Amish way of life. Animals are central to Amish life. Cows for milk, chickens for eggs, and horses for labor. Imagine this. You're raising chickens in your backyard, collecting fresh eggs every morning, and using their manure to fertilize your garden. Now, picture yourself milking a cow, the warm milk frothing in the bucket, a source of nourishment for your family. And let's not forget about horses. The Amish rely on horses for transportation, for plowing their fields, and for hauling goods. Learning basic animal husbandry, from feeding and caring for your animals to understanding their needs, is crucial. It's about respecting these creatures, treating them well, and in turn, benefiting from their contributions to your survival. In a prepping scenario, having that knowledge and connection with livestock could be the difference between self-sufficiency and going hungry. Forget those fancy pharmacies. The Amish have relied on nature's medicine cabinet for centuries. They are experts in using herbs for medicine. Natural remedies are key to their health care. Remedies for colds, burns, and cuts. Imagine an Amish garden, a living pharmacy. Echinacea boosts immunity, chamomile calms nerves, and lavender soothes skin. Herbal wisdom passed down generations. They turn herbs into teas, tinctures, and salves. This knowledge is invaluable. Learn about local plants. Here's a survival secret that often gets overlooked. Community. The Amish have this figured out like no other. They understand that in tough times, you're stronger together, and their community spirit is something we can all learn from. One of the most underrated aspects of Amish life is the importance of community. They rely on each other for help during harvest time, building barns, and exchanging goods through bartering. It's about knowing your neighbors, helping each other out, and building a network of support that can weather any storm. Imagine this. It's barn raising day in an Amish community. Dozens of people come together, men and women, young and old, all working towards a common goal. There's a sense of purpose, of camaraderie, of shared accomplishment that's truly inspiring. As preppers, we can learn a lot from this sense of community. Remember, in a survival situation, your community can be your greatest asset. So, there you have it, some essential Amish techniques every prepper should know. These methods have stood the test of time for a reason. They're easy to incorporate into your own preparedness plan. These skills have allowed the Amish to thrive for generations. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Stay prepared, stay tactical, and I'll see you in the next video.